we say last night? 25 years. 25 years. And when I did my CELTA certificate so I could teach English as a second language abroad, I stayed here for a month and I did it in Newcastle. I might go back in there today. And this was my walk to the bus stop every morning. I remember, because I was always bad at spelling, probably distance. I didn't want to go on the bus this morning because I thought I was going to embarrass myself on the course because everyone else was a graduate and blah blah blah. About 20 people. And it ended up I was really good. Past that, and then I went off to China a couple of months later to teach in Chengdu in China. That was like bloody hell 13 years ago, something like that. Yeah, this is the end of my granddad's road. The airport, Newcastle Airport, is just about 3 or 4 miles up there. It's on the edge of town, on the northern edge of town, but if you get the bus it only takes 30 minutes. Straight line. Yeah, the airport is up there. Down here is what they call, I think it's called the Great North Road, and it goes all the way into the centre of town. I think it goes all the way to Scotland. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah, I've done this walk many times. Cemetery on the other side of here, and I'm taking you to Newcastle Racecourse, which is just here. He lives in a really good area. Got loads of parks. I went to the top of an old colliery yesterday where you get a view of the sea and the mountain, the hills. From the top of that colliery, the sea is straight out there. Scotland is straight up there. Newcastle city centre, straight there. Airport, straight there. It's a Jewish cemetery. Didn't know that. Hadn't noticed. Yeah, but there's a massive park here which is a racecourse and just a wood, and they've got, I think, the sports centre there as well. But it's really just a massive area where you can walk or take your dogs. So there we go, Newcastle A1, Gosforth. Gosforth is another big town between here, wide open. The estate where my grandfather lives in the city centre. Gosforth's really nice actually. We've got old Victorian houses and lots of cafes and bars. But yeah. Church. Yeah, the racecourse is just over here. We're going to walk across that. I was going to say it's not cold. Again, it's mild today. Came home at the right time of year. It's just getting warmer. And yeah, I remember when I did that teaching course, I used to go from that bus stop over there into town. It took about 40 minutes. And that first day, man, I was so nervous. Paid £1,000 to do the course. I got to stay with my granddad, but a lot of people had to rent accommodation for the month. It was nice staying with him anyway. There's the cemetery, the Jewish cemetery. See it with Newcastle upon Tyne though. Oh no. Commonwealth War Graves. Oh, that's another cemetery. There you go, the Great North Road. Yeah, so my father grew up in this area. First 20 years of his life. Met my mum at university and then moved away. Gotta say, one thing I noticed is don't see many people taking selfies here. Not like Thailand, everyone's taking a selfie every 5 seconds. There's a new McDonald's down here. But what's down here that's interesting is, I think it's the first job my father ever had, which was working in a hotel. I think it's a Ramada 4-star hotel, Marriott 4-star hotel down here. And he was a waiter in that hotel for a while. I think that was his first ever job. Okay, this is for my mate Tony. Japanese garden Tony. Japan gets everywhere. This is Newcastle. For all your garden and aquatic requirements, yeah. They sell koi carp and Japanese plants. So basically there's a park in here, Newcastle Racecourse just over there. This hotel, basically this park is completely open to the public. The Marriott Hotel, that's where my dad had his first ever job when he was younger. I think it's 4-star. but there's also a running like complex down the bottom there. They've got like pull-up bars and there's a circuit, and I can walk through there to get to the racecourse, so I think I'll do that. Yeah, so that's it, the road going into Newcastle, going into the park now via the gardens of the Marriott Hotel, which looks pretty nice. Yeah, lots of daffodils, it's spring. Yeah, and it's not cold for anybody who missed the winter. Yeah, so tennis courts, this is the back of the hotel, all these nice trees, and then, I mean, this park, I think it goes about, if you went in a straight, it's a square or a rectangle, kind of like that. It's probably 3 miles that way, 3 miles this way, or 2 miles each way, but it's big. My point is, it's really big. Should I cut across the grass and be naughty? Yeah, why not be naughty? Yeah. So the race course now is straight over there. My dad was telling me they've added floodlights now, so they can do night racing. It's a really busy racetrack. They have a heck of a lot of meetups there. I'm not into horse racing, but he is. He used to go as a kid. He used to go to the football and the horse racing, and maybe going across the mud was a bad idea. Lovely daffodils there in the forest. Just need them on. Be walking with me. Come on, mum. Oh, poor little chap, not here. Yes, so see if we can get out. Yeah, this is a really nice wooded area, loads of birds, and they've got deer in here as well. Try and stay out of the mud if possible. Yeah, crow. I really like Newcastle, I've got to say. Yeah, I used to come here for the summers and spent quite a bit of time up here. People are lovely. I lived in Manchester as well. Similar friendliness in the people, but what they've got here, they've got the sea, they've got a beautiful city on a river, best football team in the world, and then they've got over in that direction you've got the Cheviot Hills, and like national parks with reservoirs where you can fish for fresh trout, fresh fish. We used to go there, fish, and then bring them home and cook them up for supper. Yeah. So in the distance you can see the church I came past earlier. My granddad lives just the other side of that church, just came up that path. And if you come out of here, you're going to see Newcastle Racecourse. Beautiful area. It's very green around here. You've got the centre of the city, which is obviously quite big up. There's loads of parks. And then the racecourse is a huge area, plus the park. It's called Gosforth Park, this park. If memory serves, I haven't been here for years. I used to come here a lot. This is here we go. Oh, over the fence. Yeah, not on the race days. I think this is maybe where they put the boxes with the horses in. See the huge floodlights they've put in here for the night racing all the way around. Wow, man, it's massive. I think, I see a couple walking over there, but I think that's allowed. There's a path crossing the track, and then in the middle I think there's a golf course and some of that's the new dry all-weather track, so they can do this night racing all weather. So they've got the all-weather track, that's the sand there, and then the grass behind it, that's the traditional track where they've got the jumps, the horse jumps. Wow, you can see all the way down there. It's a huge course. and then the main stands here. Yeah, it's very popular on race days, and the golf course goes around and over it, so yeah, I'm going to have a walk over the middle section now. So at the top of the platform, Newcastle Racecourse, I'm scared because I hate heights. I'm not shaking. You can see. You can't really see much. Down, I'm scared. So I'm on the golf course in the middle of the racetrack. There's the stand for the racetrack. It's a par 4, 4 shots. It's 440 yards. I think it's going that way, but it could be going that way. I don't know. I haven't played golf for so long. And there should be an arrow saying that. I think it's that way. But, bloody hell. That's a hell of a long way. Oh, it's 440 yards if you stand by, okay, the white marker. Yellow marker's 424 yards and the red marker's 409 yards. Okay, so yeah, it's going this way. So somewhere over there is a hole. I must have walked past it, didn't see it. I'm going to try and go down and cut across, but this is all free land. You can walk anywhere you like in here. Seen deer in this wood over here. Haven't seen any deer this morning. So I'm standing halfway around Newcastle Racecourse. That's the fence the horses have to jump over, made of these nasty. That's nasty actually, like prickly. I don't know exactly what type of wood it is, but yeah. These jumps are high. It's almost as high as my shoulder. Yeah, I'm not a fan of horse racing. This is the all-weather track made out of sand. Wow, there's nobody here. Stands over there. There was one guy mowing the golf course, which is in the middle, and it extends beyond the racetrack. And then the racetrack, I've basically just walked around. Yeah, it's quite a nice walk. Nobody here, just me. Yeah, pretty stunning morning. Someone doing the greens and the golf course. Oh, golfers. I think this is a public bench. I think I can sit on there. That's the third hole. Jesus, 497 yards. Par 5. Got a little bench. Oh. In the distance, so this is the front of the stadium racecourse. They've got this, we've been here before, Border Minstrel Pub. And look, it's dog friendly, so you can come here, have a pint, pie. But it's a really nice old building, and the racecourse is where we've just been, just behind that. Got this fantastic statue here of a horse. Through the woods. Really nice. Yeah, it's just coming back to me. The racecourse is there, and then yeah, it goes for a mile or so in that direction. There's a Boy Scout camp in the forest, and there's a driving range here for golf. And I used to play golf when I was a teen. A lot of golf, and we used to go to this driving range. And yeah, I can just walk on this path back to my grandfather's house. You can hear all the bird life, it's fantastic. Hasn't changed much. I did my teaching course like 13 years ago. And since then I might have been back once, but I don't really remember. I just spotted a deer. It's looking right at me. It's on the other side of that tree. See that? Oh, it's two, there's one down. He's just spotted me. That's right, I haven't got, it's free. See them running? White asses. Oh, it's full. Wow, look at that. There's me. There's some deer. Beautiful. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that. I know there are deer here, but I look at them run. I've never seen them. But yeah, I mean, it's protected here. There's no hunting. You can't shoot. So they're very safe. Oh, that's beautiful.